Friendly reminder to rate, like, subscribe, and follow Teach Me Good wherever you listen to podcasts. Pretty please. It helps us out a lot. Okay. Now that you've done that, go check out our Patreon where we're trying to save up to talk to Tony Hawk via Cameo. Plus you get lots of perks like a mug. And exclusive episodes. Love you. Enjoy the episode.
Welcome to the Teach Me Good podcast with your host Art Kai. Soon you'll hear from him and his friend Fernando, and later they'll talk to a special guest who will teach them about something. Not everything will be accurate, but hey, we're all just trying our best out here. Yeehaw! Enjoy.
My name is Max Fine, and I'm going to teach Art and Fernando about the OA because they owe lame.
Yeah, we are. I forgot the R after they are.
Oh, I thought it was meant to be
Yeah,
lame.
it's supposed to be. No. That was great. That was great.
Hell yeah.
You speak perfect English.
Thank you.
That was so nice of you to say. Actually, it wasn't nice. It was actually kind of mean.
Yeah, dude. Y'all
Oh,
fucking.
lame.
Shit.
No, what the hell?
Damn.
Yeah.
You come on, the first thing you do is insult us?
I
Yeah,
know,
no,
and
what
I
the-
curse. Give
and
me
you
the.
curse,
I need
dude.
a
the
bowl.
curse jar, yeah, I got you. You throw some money in the curse jar.
I don't have any money, but I've got this bottle cap.
Yeah, for listeners at home, we've implemented a curse jar. For anyone who curses, they have to pay the toll.
Right.
And we're trying to buy new podcast equipment, even though we have a Patreon, and we have some Patreon patrons, but they
No,
get
really?
that money.
Y'all make more money than my Patreon does,
Do we?
I think.
Well-
how much do you make?
We
Can you
make
talk about it?
We'll make a lot.
100,000. No, it's a decent. It's really his brother who's
It's
helping us.
my
out.
one brother.
Yeah.
No shit. How much?
Well, okay.
How much
okay.
does he contribute every month?
He contributes $100,000.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
You got a benefactor. You don't have a
Yeah.
patron. You have a
He
benefactor.
does contribute. Do you
No,
feel
he
comfortable
puts in $100 a
saying?
month.
a month.
That's great, dude.
It's- yeah.
That's
Insane.
more than my Patreon.
I would
is.
feel bad, but my brother is dirtbag rich.
Yeah.
And I'm.
I've got a dirtbag rich brother too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we don't. He doesn't give me
Shit.
any money though.
Yeah.
We don't really
He's
talk.
like a true
Yeah.
dirtbag.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Will he's gonna listen to this?
No,
How do you know?
because he's never supported me. He doesn't pay me $100 every month. I'm pretty sure.
There's a lot.
My
to
brother
unpack
also
here.
doesn't pay me $100 a month because Art is embezzling that.
Yeah, he's
constantly.
paying
Art-
me $100 a month.
You get 50.
I don't get any of it.
No, he gets that.
Art's always like, "Oh well, we have a lot of things that the podcast has to cover.
It's true.
I do. I tell that
We
to
have a lot of
Michael, my
upkeep.
podcast guy too.
We have a lot of upkeep.
There's more than you would realize.
There is a lot too.
There's not. There's,
There
There's
is a
no-
lot.
hosting. There's the
Yes.
equipment.
Yes.
You
There's
say there's hosting.
yeah. You got to host the podcast somewhere.
Yeah.
See, this is why you can't handle the money. You don't know what
We're in
things are
Art's
going-
apartment right now.
Yeah, but this lives on the internet,
Yeah.
dude.
Do you I've tried to explain this many times, and he's just like, no, that isn't. No, the money should go. But yeah, I'm trying to look for new equipment. I'm trying to pay guests and shit.
But you see,
Oh
You
shit!
know?
Guests get paid.
Guests get paid.
but
Oh.
here's the problem is
we were
I-
gonna pay you, but
You don't
now
have to.
fucking
I'm
have
gonna
to.
put it all in the jar.
This is why it's confused because I go, Art, how much money do we have? And he goes, I don't really know. It gets deposited right into my account, so I don't really keep track of it.
No,
Yep.
it's a
Yeah.
PayPal.
It's a PayPal. I understand this because I'm the same. I'm the art of my
I'm
podcast.
I'm not. Look, I'm not
It's
like
shady.
I'm
It's
not
shady.
putting it into my account. It lives in the PayPal until I'm ready to use it.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
I do.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I know exactly what.
He's like, it automatically gets deposited, so I don't really keep
It
track.
gets deposited
And
into a
well,
PayPal.
that's what dissolves the whole argument of you don't understand there's so many fees because there's also just you don't know what money is being spent. and
It's not like that. It's just it would take so long to explain.
It's the whole
There's so
thing.
many things. A lot of moving parts. A lot of moving dollars, dude.
yeah.
You know what's a lot of moving dollars? The OA.
The
That's-
OA, baby.
So much so that it got canceled after 2 seasons.
Okay. I mean, this is quite a jump right off the rip.
Yeah.
But there is an argument. I know you guys watched the first episode.
You watched
But
it on
there,
us.
if you finish season 2,
Okay.
there is an argument to be made that we are currently living in the 3rd season of the OA.
like,
You're laughing. You're laughing. There's nothing funny about this,
like
dude.
in real life.
In real life.
What is the OA about? Because we watched
So,
the first season.
let me ask you this. What do you think the
I'm
OA is
still
about?
after the first episode. I'm still fully not sure. All I know is that one of the main
You were
characters-
asleep when I walked in. The show was on, and you were asleep, and I understand.
I fell asleep for the last like 5 minutes. Okay.
Bullshit, because
Yeah.
I was in here for the last 15.
That's true.
Fuck. I need to throw some cash in
That's
that
okay.
jar.
We've already forgotten.
Okay.
About it. Yeah.
We're keeping track. Don't worry.
Thank you.
We got a
thank you.
Patreon. You know.
That's right. That's right. But okay. But what do you think it's about?
So it seems like a Russian girl.
You're
was,
wrong already.
is-
You're already wrong.
All right, so I've seen a few episodes
Uh-huh.
actually. This was like in 2016 when it was like
Sure,
big.
sure.
I know there's interdimensional shit happening.
That's right.
And I know she's got like some powers,
Sh-
kinda.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Sure.
And I know that when we both saw, I think Jesse, the boy, the main boy,
Mhm.
He looks like Michael Rowland.
we thought it was Michael Rowland. We were
We
like,
thought it was your
Michael
good
Wait,
Rowland's
okay, Jesse with the swoop.
No, with the curly hair, blonde curly hair.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Is that not Jesse?
That's not Jesse.
That's Steve.
Steve.
Steve,
dude.
Yeah.
I get that, dude. And you know what? He's nude in the first episode.
Yes.
Oh no!
Yeah, we saw
There's
balls.
There's a lot of asses in the first.
Yeah, a lot of
episode.
There
balls.
are, but then there's no more nudity.
No, there's.
They
Why
really
watch?
tease you. I know, dude.
Why?
They really fucking
no
tease
point.
you
I like
in
it
the first
in
episode.
the first episode. There's that scene where he's like staring at the window, butt naked.
Butt naked,
and
dude.
his dad comes
Daylight.
in. His dad just bursts into his room and doesn't even address that he's
Right.
naked and just talks to him like normal.
Dude, could you? Because that scene is right after he has sex with the lady.
Yeah.
And then his dad comes in, and it's like, my dad would never have been so chill, even if
No.
I did beat up a kid in chorus. Like, and that's what happens.
Sure.
But my dad would be first. He would open the door and say, "Put some clothes on."
Right.
Yeah.
And then he
You
would
sick fuck.
You sick fuck,
Yeah.
dude. In my home,
You're never supposed to be naked.
never, dude. You're my son, and
Yeah.
right. And then
Well,
he
you guys
would
aren't close to your family.
Not like that.
I think my dad stopped seeing my wiener probably when I was, I don't know, like 8,
Okay.
Teen.
18.
So
right.
he has a
Right.
type of wiener that he likes
Yeah.
to see.
I have a type of wiener I like to show my dad. It's you know, and honestly, it's like if he's never seen, I don't want him to see my flaccid penis.
Sure.
If I have a boner, I'll show it to my dad all day.
You're
Yeah,
proud of that.
I'm not ashamed of that.
Sure.
But it's I'm a lot more ashamed.
I'm
of
the opposite. I'm proud of my flaccid, ashamed of my heart.
I've seen my dad hard and soft, and
Okay. All right.
and I can tell you, it's more of a I just want him to be impressed.
This is
you
a
know,
therapy session now.
Yeah,
sure,
this is a lot to
sure.
unpack.
Would you didn't shower with your dad when you were a kid?
We bathed,
Of course.
like bathtub bathed. No
oh,
shower,
bathtub.
yeah,
We
yeah.
did showering.
Oh,
Yeah, we were a shower family. We didn't do the
this is
tub.
very interesting.
Sure, I'm realizing that this is
This is not about the OA anymore.
Not at all, dude.
I do want to say real quick. I did grow up with I went to college with two people. One person whose parents are doctors,
Mm-hmm.
and he lets them examine him full body nudity, like just straight up check me out, parents. And I think that's
Huh.
kind of weird. Secondly, I knew another person in college who their family were nudists, and so they would just kind of hang out in the house naked with each
That
other.
weird me out
Pretty weird.
more
To
than
me, that makes more sense.
Really?
Really?
The doctor thing makes more sense to me
Yeah,
than
well,
the
it's
nudist.
free healthcare.
Right.
I feel like both kind of because I was like, if you're a nudist, then it's just kind of like, oh, we're just naked people. It's not a big
Mm-hmm.
deal. We don't even think about it.
I
Yeah.
read an article
You're
once
not even
that,
looking at each other's genitalia, really.
but this has ruined my view on nudism
Ooh,
in the
tell me.
house.
Okay.
oh,
so-
I don't. Well, be careful. There's a plaque right
Turn
behind
around,
you
baby. Look,
showing-
read this plaque for us.
Oh my God. Dude, who made this?
we won it.
We won this award. What are you talking
so
about?
2021 podcast, Teach Me Good series, the truth about nudist resorts. This is crazy.
It's a
So-
real
so-
award.
This is real?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
real. So tell us what you think about nudism, and we'll,
Yeah, we'll
and
give
we'll
you-
tell you if you're wrong.
So it's not even about nudists in general. So I read an article once. It was talking about Britney Spears and her sexuality.
Okay.
And it was, I must have been 12 or 13, and I've
Yeah.
never forgotten this.
Right.
The article read something about how Britney Spears was trying to justify how she dresses scantily on stage because when she grew up, until she was about 12 or 13, she would walk around naked in the house and no one thought it was weird. And then her dad, when she was like 13, was like, hey, you got to put some clothes on. And in my head, I was like, that's too old.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
too old.
Yeah. That's
And
old.
it's just weird.
Once you like get middle school age, it's like it's time to close
Well,
up
dude, once
forever.
you're,
know?
conscious, like once you can form your own thoughts,
know.
it's like it's
Okay.
time to cover up, dude.
I was at the beach this summer, and there was like these kids running around naked, and their parents did not stop them. And
How
I was,
old were they?
I want to say like 4. I mean, enough to run.
Yeah.
Enough to run around to where they were leaving their parents' like space.
I think it's weird as soon as you get to an age where if you're at an age when you're like, yeah, I can see his little wiener flopping around, it's like that's too that's too
Yeah.
old. If it's flopping, it's too old. Does that make sense?
So I'm not too old.
But I
is
was
what
gonna
you're
No,
saying.
no,
yeah,
not
I
at all.
was gonna- I don't think I'm too old.
None of us are
Yeah,
too old.
none of us are
flaccid.
too old to do that.
As long as you're not hard,
Flaccid, right.
it's cool.
Interesting. Anyway,
So yeah, there's some nudity in episode 1 of the
right.
LA.
But the nudism is cool. I also want to just.
It's not that
You
it's
gotta
not.
listen to the episode.
I will check it
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
But the
It's
other
pretty
thing that, like, because I've watched the whole show like 7 times, maybe more.
Okay.
That's so many.
I love this show.
That's like
dude.
me and Burn noticed.
so many.
Really? You've watched lot less episodes in the OA, dude.
True.
But it's like the second or third time I was like, oh, these are high school kids.
Yeah.
And that makes it a little weird.
Yeah.
I guess they're like technically not high school kids, but they are like
They're in high school.
canonically.
They're
Wait,
characters.
in the show, they're in high school. Yeah.
Right. But like the actors are like 20.
Oh,
something.
yeah.
They're not
yeah.
gonna have naked
No,
kids.
no,
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
sure.
It's like Euphoria. It's like that too.
I haven't watched Euphoria,
Yeah,
but
they're like
I,
high schoolers and like naked, and you're like, this is interesting.
I
'cause
I
they're
dated a
supposed to be high
girl a
schools.
couple years ago that was
In
like
high
Brag?
school.
Way to
yeah,
brag.
I know. Thanks, thank you. It was very short lived.
Yeah.
We dated for about 3 weeks, and then she disappeared to Phoenix for 3 months.
Oh,
And,
jeez. Okay.
it was pretty cool, but but she was like, "Oh, if you like the OA, you'll love Euphoria."
Yeah.
And I haven't watched Euphoria, but I have a feeling they're not interdimensional traveling in Euphoria.
In Euphoria, I mean, there's some like surreal cinematography that feels kind of interdimensional,
Dog,
but that's not.
it ain't no OA.
That's not, yeah, that's not
cinematography.
canonically
Yeah.
interdimensional.
No.
That's right.
I will say when Art said you wanted to talk about the OA, I thought he meant the OC.
Which is another high school show.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the OC.
Yeah.
But
pretty good.
the two things I told Art I could talk about pretty confidently were the OA and Interstellar, and I'm starting to I'm realizing like as soon as I said that out loud, like there is a theme with me.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just looking to run away, dude.
Well, this is actually good because I want to get back to. I'm debating if I want like the OA spoiled for me. You know what I mean? What do you think?
A little bit.
there's
just 'cause
there's nothing I could tell you that would spoil it.
we're already
because-
living in the third season. Art.
potentially.
Yeah. What does that mean?
So okay, this is a spoiler. The last.
Spoiler alert!
I'll
if
say
you're watching
the
the
spoiler alert. The last 5 minutes of season 2 of the OA are the craziest 5 minutes of television I have ever seen.
Okay.
I'm not exaggerating.
Okay.
They break the fourth wall in a way that I've never seen before.
Oh Jesus.
Basically, second season is all in a different dimension than the first.
okay.
All right. The first 20 minutes of season 2 of the OA, you forget you're watching the OA. It's a
Okay.
completely different story.
Okay.
The end of season 2 ends with Britt Marling's character, the OA.
Yeah.
Prairie.
Yeah.
She's levitating above San Francisco.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, something happens. I don't want to ruin it. Something happens, and she falls, and she is
Okay.
caught on a string. And you realize they are on the set of the OA.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude. And
Fuck.
ostensibly, they have
Dude.
traveled to our dimension.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And her name in this dimension in the last 5 minutes
Brit?
of
The
season
actor's
2,
name?
Brit. Jason Isaacs is Jason
Oh
Isaacs. He's got
my
his British
God.
accent back. All of the
Oh,
characters
shit.
are like, it's crazy.
Have you ever
Oh my
seen Have you ever
God.
seen Supernatural season 6 episode The French Mistake? Because it's exactly that episode.
Oh really?
No, I haven't because I don't watch network television.
Okay, the OA is essentially
Netflix. I'm sorry, dude. Does Supernatural have high school kids having sex and showing ass?
probably.
No, because it's network
Network
TV.
TV,
brother.
yeah.
I only watch prestige television, dude.
yeah.
HBO, Netflix.
Get fucked, dude.
Yeah, sorry, dog.
It's
Yeah.
on Netflix. And also, there's a scene where Jensen Ackles' ass is fully out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll
Change
check
your
the
mind.
show
You
out.
change-
Yeah,
change your
I'll
mind.
watch
Oh,
Supernatural.
really quick.
I'm in.
That's
All right.
all it takes, dude. Just show me some dude ass, and I will watch the show.
TVMA. I'm in. Wait, that's crazy.
It is crazy.
It just ends like that.
Yes, and it ends mirroring season 1, the end of it. So if the end
right.
of season 1 is pretty wild
Okay.
too. I mean,
They open the portal in the end of season 1, right?
you're not sure until season 2 though.
God fucking damn.
And the way they open the portal in season 1 is one of those things where it makes me cry every
Sure.
time I watch it.
Sure.
I bawl like a baby.
Sure.
And
Why?
I'm trying not to ruin the show,
Sure.
but basically, in order to open the portal, they have to do a series of movements. Is
Okay.
what
Yeah.
it's called.
Yeah.
And it's pretty moving as it happens. Because season 1 ends with this is a big spoiler. Are you sure?
Yeah. Let's go for it,
Season
baby.
1 ends with a school shooting. Okay, and in order to stop the shooter, they do the movements.
Is it like the Dragon Ball Z fusion dance kind of move? Like, what do you mean by
What are you're gonna have to show me that?
Oof.
They
It's
like
a whole. They
it's
like
a whole
move
thing.
and sync. They
yeah,
like synchronize and they touch
in a
fingers.
circle and
They
do
don't
this-
touch fingers or anything, but
Okay.
they do have to synchronistically move together.
Yeah.
And there's 5 movements, 5 people to open the portal to another dimension. So the end of season 1, a school shooter comes in. All of the kids that were in the house that you saw,
Yeah.
they start doing the movements that they learned from the OA.
Okay.
And the shooter's distracted.
Yeah.
And while they're doing the movements, someone tackles the shooter a bullet goes out, hits the OA,
Wow.
and she dies.
Yeah.
You think?
But she dies many times.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. And she even said, dude.
You're getting
So, all right. So,
It's funny when we watch this episode. I was like, I don't really know much about the show, but all of a sudden he knows everything about this show.
well, there's a
I
line
remember
where
I
I don't
watched
even,
this
I don't
a-
even know
a
if
few
it's
episodes.
in episode 1 where she
Yeah.
says we died 1,000 times. It's at some point in the show she says
may
that,
have.
and you realize the reason that she says that is Jason Isaac's character, who you haven't met yet, I don't
Yeah.
think.
Okay.
Hap, he's the bad guy.
Oh.
Hap has discovered all he knows is there's a connection between some type of afterlife or interdimensional travel linked with near-death experiences.
Oh.
So-
this is fun, like sci-fi. Okay.
Yeah,
this is
totally.
fun.
That's why they had that reference to that football player that almost died.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, that's Homer. Homer, dude, Homer.
Damn.
She's got to find Homer.
She's got to find Homer,
I love
dude.
how excited you're getting.
I love
Yeah,
this
you're
show so
getting
much,
so
and it's
pumped.
something that nobody wants to like. So nobody likes. No, I've met like 4 people that knew about the show before I showed it to them.
Yeah.
And then like it's just my favorite. I've never seen TV like this. I really think it's the
you
greatest
should
show.
watch
Yeah,
Supernatural.
I probably should, dude.
Yeah. They
But
talk
so-
about all this shit.
Well, so the thing about it is they keep dying throughout the show.
Yeah.
And that is what sends them to this. So the reason that you see her as a kid die
Yeah.
and go into, she talks to
Sure.
Katoon is the character's name.
That's the
The-
lady from Succession and,
Exactly.
and Rami. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is kind of like a limbo between dimensions.
Okay.
And the only way to get there is through these near-death experiences or NDEs, which she has when that bus falls off the bridge and she dies.
Sure.
And she's dead.
Yeah.
She has 2 options. She can either stay dead and kind of live in this afterworld, whatever.
Yeah.
Or she can go back, but she loses her vision.
Oh.
And that's what she takes.
why Vision?
So Katoon says, I'm going to take your vision so you don't have to see the horrors of the world.
Okay. That's a little much.
Well, more to be revealed if you watch the show, dude.
Okay, all right.
But it gives her a little bit of an edge over people in different ways that you can't really understand until you watch the show.
Oh my God. Okay.
It's so good.
Well,
dude.
she
Yeah.
can hear the world around her. She can hear.
She can hear, she can feel, and that's cool and all that.
Yeah.
But it's really not necessarily like important until she gets her sight back. And I know that makes no sense, but once she gets it back, it's way more important that you know that she was blind.
Huh. Oh, because it like implies that she chose a certain thing, right?
Sort of.
Yeah,
And
okay.
you kind of get an idea of, all right, maybe there's a little bit more to this afterlife. Maybe it's
Yeah,
not just
just
something in her
Katoon or
head.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. It's crazy. I know.
You just want to watch. You just want to talk about Supernatural.
Well,
right
no, now I just want to watch the show.
Yeah, I know.
That's all I want, dude. All I want.
Should we just stop
Yeah, we can
this?
stop. I mean,
We
we're,
could.
We're only 17 minutes in. We could watch
Yeah.
another episode.
We
right
don't.
now.
We don't work tomorrow, so we could all just have a night of this.
I mean, dude, I can watch this show anytime, all the time. I really, really fucking love this show.
Yeah.
It's incredible. The
Right.
twist it takes. You like. I know that what I'm telling you is absolutely correct.
Okay.
I also understand that it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so good though.
Yeah.
And man,
You do like I think media that has interdimensional
I love it.
implications.
I love it,
suppose.
dude. I love it.
Wow.
Do you like-
Interstellar.
Do you like Rick and Morty?
What I've watched, yeah, but I'm not somebody that's watched a lot enough
and
of it
Morty.
to like know.
Right.
But it's like the concept of it is like, all right, I get
Yeah.
this and I like
Yeah.
it, but I also need the headiness and the seriousness. I don't think like
Have you seen Midnight Gospel?
no.
Oh shit, you've seen it, right?
No, I have no clue what that is.
Okay, so I think it's by the people.
That's the horror show, right?
No. Oh no, yes, Midnight Gospel is the horror show. I'm thinking
Midnight Special.
Midnight Special,
Dude,
the cartoon, the animation.
Oh no, I'm
No,
thinking
no,
of
no.
of a movie.
There's
Midnight
one-
Special is.
I like how close y'all are getting to
I
each
know,
other.
we're
I know.
so
Keep missing
close.
Have you all seen Midnight Special?
No,
yet?
what's that?
Dude, it's one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
It's Michael Shannon.
Okay.
It's
Who lives around here, which is fun.
really?
Yeah.
Have you seen him?
My friend sees him all the time at the YMCA. He like goes.
Really?
Yeah, he lives in like Red Hook, but he goes to the YMCA here like all the time. Apparently, he's like always there.
Dog, I got to join that YMCA.
Yeah.
Michael Shannon's the coolest.
Yeah,
I think
he's cool.
so fucking
He's
cool.
super cool. Yeah.
But this movie is amazing. It's all about
Okay.
a cult. Like
Midnight
basically, it's a
Special.
cult built around this child who is receiving these like messages and shit like that. Sam Shepard is the cult leader. Very cool.
Okay.
Adam Driver's in it. Joel Edgerton's
Love-
in it.
I love
It's
I love-
such a good movie.
Okay.
But at the end of it, you realize there's an interdimensional aspect of it. He goes, "There's a world on top of ours," and it's like,
Yeah.
"Brother, tell me about it."
Damn.
I know, dude.
I didn't know you're so into like interdimensional stuff. This is interesting.
Yeah, I think it's because I'm not happy in this world, and I'm just like, there has to be
Reach
more.
in. Come on. Get me
Yeah,
out of
man,
here.
there's something so freeing about
Yeah.
the idea that this
Parallel
is
universe.
Yeah.
man, where it's like, all right, so
What if?
What
Kinda
if,
like, yeah,
right?
What if I did this instead? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, and I think this isn't like, it's kind of multiverse shit, but it's
Yeah.
more about the idea of there could be just one other universe,
Yeah.
a parallel one that we kind of flip between.
Right.
Now, the OA posits that there are infinite universes,
Right.
Sure.
Which is what I would. Yeah.
And
I'm along
dude,
with that. I'm alive.
getting to each universe in season 2 is like the craziest.
Oh, so they go to these?
No.
Okay.
But they explain how to.
Oh.
And you see the actual physical way to do it.
Whoa.
And we would have probably gotten more if we got season. So it's
3,
five.
yeah.
There was supposed to be 5 seasons,
parts, right?
And again, it's very possible we're living in the 3rd one.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Wait.
Did you like everything
I
everywhere
loved
all
it.
at
All
once?
at once.
Loved
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Of course I did.
Right.
That's like
Yeah.
my shit.
Yeah,
dude.
that's an insane,
So-
all over the place kind of movie.
The last time I watched the OA fully was with the girl I was dating last, and
Mm-hmm.
she was like bought in after it. She fought me tooth and nail until we watched it.
Yeah.
And then we get through. She's like, "Okay, yes, this is great. This is
Right.
incredible."
Right.
And then we saw Everything Everywhere, and it was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because it's just real enough to be believable.
Yeah.
But it's also something that we just cannot comprehend. So it's like you could tell me anything is happening, and it could be true.
I also
and I
think-
love that.
I feel like interdimensional stuff like really puts this is gonna sound so cheesy. I think I like
Yeah.
heard this on a podcast, but like it puts like humanity like on a pedestal in a way. It's like we all live in this like different dimensions, but like look, we're all like dealing with the same shit
Yeah.
over and over again.
Right.
No matter what we do, we're gonna have to deal with this and like figure out how we can be humans with each other.
That's
I feel like you know what I mean?
I've never heard that take on it before,
Yeah.
but that's very
Yeah.
right. I
yeah,
think.
because it's like, oh yeah, you're right. Any reality we have is like at the end of the day, it's gonna be us there
right. Well,
doing,
it's because
doing
we all
regular shit.
yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
all
You're
have
still
main
gonna-
characters.
You're still going to be
Right.
you on vacation, that kind of
Exactly.
Yeah, and then
shit,
it's-
dude.
No matter where you go, there you are,
There
brother.
you are.
There you are.
You can't run away from you.
Hell, even if you
Shit.
are the original angel,
That's-
dude, you're
yeah,
still you, dude.
Shit.
It's
Is that OA? Original
OA,
Angel?
original angel.
Ah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a spoiler.
Yeah, that
another
was
one.
that was the biggest thing you told me so far.
That's the smallest part of the show.
Is it connected to? Is there like God shit in this show?
Depends how you look at it.
Oh.
I think that there's higher power shit,
Mhm,
and like Katoon could theoretically be seen as God.
Yeah.
But she feels more like a steward to me. She's the steward of interdimensional travel.
Okay.
So I don't
Perhaps
remember.
a bellhop, if you will.
Maybe
Yeah,
that's right,
all
dude. That's right.
Okay,
She does
okay.
have a hat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But like, she kind of guides them through the ideas and how to
Wow.
get from one thing to the other without giving away too much.
You say them as in like the collective. They all
5
start
people.
doing it
Yes. So here's what you haven't
Wow.
seen. Well, you might have seen. Fernando, here's what you haven't seen.
for sure.
So there are 5 people that are essentially trapped in an aquarium.
Okay.
I know that sounds insane.
Okay.
But you get to a part where you see there are 5 people that all have this same thing of they've died and come back to life.
Okay.
And there's a guy
Whoa.
studying them. And he captures them and makes them live in his basement in this
An
weird
aquarium?
kind of,
Yeah. That's why she has like visions of her being trapped in a chamber of water, right? The
sort
OA?
of.
Yeah.
But there's
That thing where it was like it was the Beyonce music video. It was just like the little.
what?
They like remake the Beyonce
Yeah,
music video as a
kinda.
little girl. It's like a little girl floating through the water. And then they show her Barbie doll.
Yeah.
floating-
Oh, sure. Is that a Beyonce video?
I have no
It's
idea.
Lemonade, buddy.
Yeah.
I bet you
I've never seen the
Lemonade came out after.
Yeah. They stole it from
Yeah,
the
They
OA.
stole it from the
Lemonade
OA,
stole it
dude.
from the OA.
I think everything steals from the OA. I really think that, dude. I really think, dude, this is great. Because, like, this
Wait,
show
wait,
is
wait.
so-
OA right now.
Beyonce stole from a Netflix original series.
I would not
the
be
OA.
surprised. Yeah.
It wouldn't
Wow.
shock me.
Yeah.
I think that the OA,
It wouldn't shock me.
flew under the radar enough
Wow.
where people don't know, dude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
And you-
Beehive's gonna come for this podcast.
I know.
Fine,
Good.
I dare. They can come directly
To
from
you.
No,
me.
you can't. You can't tell the Beehive to come after this. You're not a part of this podcast. You don't have to deal with the aftermath.
I'm happy to leave, dude. I am so happy to
No,
leave.
we're just afraid for our own well-being.
Yeah.
You're safe. Is
You're
what we're trying to say.
safe.
We are in
We
danger.
have to deal with the repercussions
Yeah.
of your actions.
I'm not plugging anything at the end of this, dude.
Well, guys, you can follow Max Fine. Is a podcast called In the Minivan.
Oh no, dude. We do shit on Beyonce on that.
Yeah,
we
we-
haven't, but we could.
We could. Well, I actually want the Hive to come out. I think that's good PR. You know, if one
I
of us
think it's great.
dies, that's great PR. That is. If either of us dies,
Dude, I talk about this with Michael every week.
one of us
has
needs
to die in order to make some real Patreon money.
Right,
dude.
right.
It's kind of like how I always talk about how I want to get sued by Jerry Seinfeld for our,
Yeah.
our show.
I think
Yeah.
that. So I had an idea. I wanted to call a show Liz Fair for the longest time.
Okay.
I ran the worst show in New York at the bitter end. I really believe it was the worst show New York's
that's a
ever
cool
had.
venue though.
Very hard to fill.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And every other Tuesday at 11 p.m., really midnight,
Yeah.
it's impossible.
Sure.
But I always thought if we called
Insane
it
time.
it's insane.
Yeah.
I always thought if we called it Liz Fair at the bitter end, we'd get a huge crowd.
Yeah.
Is that? I mean, how long have you guys been doing Jerry Seinfeld?
a
A year, about a year.
Yeah, dude. I mean, do people ever show up thinking Jerry Seinfeld might be there?
So yeah,
Yeah,
honestly,
I'm
sure,
yes,
dude.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
it's bad.
Liz Fair at the bitter end. Liz Fair
Yeah.
is just believable
Right,
enough.
right, right. You're like, oh, maybe.
Maybe,
Yeah.
dude. And I think that that's a good way. I'm all about tricking people.
Leonard,
mean,
Leonard Cohen.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Hey.
Jerry Seinfeld's not believable at all, and people still show up to this raggedy cafe. and
Yeah.
go, is he here?
But he's a New
People do
York
that.
guy. It's
Yeah.
not the craziest thing. It's
Yeah.
like
Right.
when somebody does a residency somewhere and you're like, here?
Yeah.
But it's like okay, he has a residency at the Beacon, but also he's running a show here at this cafe on the Lower East Side.
Every Sunday. Dude.
Yeah.
I love on a Sunday. That's my favorite part.
I think the issue is people don't look it up. They don't like do the research. They like look at the Eventbrite. They're like, oh, cool, and then like go and they're like, oh, wait, this isn't. They realize after they get there,
Yeah.
and then they.
I mean-
they usually
of
leave
course they do,
quickly.
yeah.
Tough shit, dude. If
I
you're
know, it's-
dumb enough to believe it, that's on you.
We put a disclaimer. It says in asterisks, Jerry Seinfeld will probably not be here.
but what if he does show
Probably.
up?
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dream. The
Really?
dream is for him to get
Oh,
to
for
sue
sure.
us, and then I show up to court dressed as George Costanza.
That's the dream.
I love this.
Yeah.
I think. Are you gonna shave your head for it,
I would shave my head.
dude? I would.
I would.
love
I
to
would.
see
I
it.
would get the cul-de-sac thing.
Borrow
going.
my
I
glasses.
think about doing that every now and then. The
Yeah.
cul-de-sac.
fun.
Yeah.
I think because I think that's where I'm headed anyway, and I'm trying to get a jump on it.
No, it'd just be funny to do.
You look good at it. I think you look good at it.
Right?
I think you look good at it. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
just yeah.
I think that look of like the cul-de-sac. I don't know why it went away. I kind of thought it was cool.
My dad had it,
Yeah,
and
it's a dad look.
It is a dad look.
I don't think it's a bad look.
no, I don't think
it's
that
not
look either.
bad, but you can't do it if you're not a dad.
Sure.
Like if
yeah,
you
okay.
see a single dude with that, it's like, what the fuck is wrong? Like he's clearly like not happy with himself.
Maybe.
He's never gonna find love
Oh,
for sure.
he's starting a thing. You know.
Yeah. No, I think I respect it. I
Being on the
respect it.
bleeding edge of fashion, man.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Takes-
It's
That
one
is-
of those. It's one of those things where like if you really own it, you're like, this is me. I think it could look cool.
You should get that and then like gauges.
Oh,
Okay, no,
dude,
that's
I
too
love
much.
that.
Yeah,
a
that's-
guy
that's-
with gauges in a cul-de-sac,
Cul-de-sac.
is quite a look. That's a guy that's not ready to leave the mall,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, that's
I
like-
love that.
That's a guy working at Blockbuster still.
Yeah.
No kidding. Dude. He manages the Hot Topic,
Right.
dude, and he has for 20 years. He's got a cursive tattoo. He knows his shit, dude. Wait,
That's-
Fernando, where are you from?
From Dallas, Texas.
Oh shit, you're from Texas.
Yeah.
Damn, did y'all have Hot Topics in Texas?
Yeah, of course we had
Of
Hot
course.
Topics. Yeah.
They're everywhere.
I just assume everybody in
We,
Texas.
we have
No,
shopping
it's-
malls.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Whoa.
I think they probably started a shop. I feel like that's a very Texas thing to do.
We have
Like,
so
let's just
m-
put all the
there's- yeah.
stores in one place.
I feel like that's a Long Island thing. I think Long Island is where malls start.
Started?
Yeah.
This
I
is
think-
this is gonna be a Google that's gonna start
Yeah.
at the end of this podcast.
fine,
Look
great.
it up.
I'm
I'm very curious.
staking it right now. I think that malls started on Long Island.
I wouldn't say Texas, but I am interested as to where the first.
well, I know the first suburb is on Long Island.
I thought the first suburb was Brooklyn Heights.
I thought it was
With, like, the,
Levittown, New York.
Oh, maybe.
Uh,
It's probably like who really knows? Like what is the first sub? You know what I mean?
Well, Levittown was the first planned suburb, and I know
First
that.
Subway sandwiches.
Ooh, those are probably at Subway. If I had to guess.
Yeah, the franchise restaurant Subway. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
More than likely, it could have been a Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Could have started at in a Subway, like underground.
I wonder if it did.
I think they just look like trains that go through the subway. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Okay,
It's really-
all right.
really getting
Whoa.
Or perhaps a submarine. I don't know. Just an idea.
Huh.
Anyway, the
Interesting.
suburb.
Oh, right. So Levittown was the first planned suburb. I know this.
I have an
and it-
amazing transition after you say this.
Perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
Incredibly racist place.
yeah. Okay.
So it's
I
all-
lost the transition.
All right. So Levittown is built on the idea of it's going to be this white utopia, and I'm not. This is totally real.
No, I believe this. Yeah.
And there was all kinds of like legislation and zoning shit to keep black people out.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to bet that malls started very shortly
Yeah.
after in that area.
That makes sense.
Okay.
I've heard Brooklyn Heights is the first suburb just because it's just like set up in a way that kind of resembles a suburb. Like let's just like
Yeah.
have houses kind of next to each other and like
Sure.
That's the idea of a suburb or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like obviously it doesn't look like a suburb nowadays.
Although,
Modern-day
dude,
suburb.
I was saying, but when I got here, like walking the street and seeing like
Little suburban.
apartments with stairs.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
craziest
some have
like
like
sign of
little
wealth.
yards. Yeah.
Fuck a yard, dude.
Yeah,
If
you
you
got
have
stairs
2
inside.
levels of
Yeah.
an apartment, like
Right.
you're wealthier than I can ever dream
That's
to
insane.
be.
I went to someone's apartment one time, and it was like an apartment their parents had bought, and they owned this apartment and the adjacent apartment. And they just tore
Oof.
down one of the walls,
Dude,
so it was
that's
just a
Love it.
mansion.
I love shit like that. That's some
Yeah.
Upper West Side
Yes,
stuff.
totally.
dude.
Yeah, I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, you guys are rich."
Rich.
Yeah.
And she's like, we
Unfathomable.
don't make that much money. And I was like, no, you own
No, you make a
two
lot.
apartments
Yeah,
on
dude.
the Upper East Side.
Yeah. That's the issue with like people who get rich. As you get richer, you kind of just forget the feeling of richness. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're just like, this is how it is.
I understand.
Which is
I have
crazy.
in-unit laundry, and I
Scrooge over
I
here.
gotta be honest, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's no amount of money you could pay me to get rid of it.
Give it, yeah. Here's the transition. In the OA, there's
Yes.
such an aesthetic of like an empty suburb. What is that? Why is that a thing? Is it just like aesthetically kind of like jarring?
I
like
think
why?
it's that. Well, it's supposed to take place in Michigan.
Okay.
That's where they live.
Yeah.
And I think it's just
Wow.
that.
They could have gone anywhere in the multiverse, and they went to Michigan.
That's well, you'll see.
We should watch
'cause
this.
Season 2 takes place in a couple places.
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Dude, look at you. Did
No,
you
but
look
you
this
said
up?
this
Oh,
because
I did?
she's above the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco.
That's
in
right,
season
right,
2.
right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
The
So
end.
season 2 takes place in San Francisco. It takes place in like they do a road trip in
What?
season 2.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
With a montage.
No, it's a full-on road
It's
trip.
not a road trip then. You know
Well,
what
hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, they go all around.
Okay.
The kids, not the OA. The OA
Sure.
stays in San Francisco.
Yeah.
But the rest of the kids, not only are they in another dimension, they're traveling states. Dude.
Oh shit!
All the way to
the other
California.
angels.
That's
the OAs.
you're getting ahead of yourself.
Okay.
in
Did I
the-
write the show? Am I in? Are we
You
in the
could-
OA right
dude.
now?
We are.
Couldn't write the show because I'm going to give you a spoiler.
Okay, wow.
This is something I'm not even going to explain.
Okay.
In season 2, there is a massive character that he's only in the show for about 5 minutes total, but he is
Alright.
maybe and we don't know because we didn't get 5 seasons.
Yeah.
Maybe the most pivotal character in the TV show.
Okay.
And he is a giant octopus, and his name is Old Night.
Okay.
And that's all you got to know about that.
Right.
It's pretty fucking sick, dude.
Okay.
And he lives in a place called Syzygy.
Say that again.
That's Syzygy.
That's the Filipino bar food.
Wrong. That is.
Seasick.
It's a pretty cool club
Yeah.
somewhere in San Francisco.
Okay.
It's dude, this show fucking rocks, man.
You're
It's
so hyped
cool.
about it.
Yeah, man, because like nobody fucking saw it, so I can't talk about it with anybody. I feel like I'm going fucking crazy.
Insane. Yeah, you
and then
are
when you explain it, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Man, I watched
Yeah.
when season 2 came out. I just remember sitting. There's another comic. He lives out in L.A. He's very funny. His name's Ryan Singer.
Okay.
He's the only other person
I've
I'd
seen this. Yeah.
yeah, and he and I were texting back and forth like, do you know what's going on? Like, I have no idea what's going on.
I feel like it was big on like people on Twitter really tweeted about it. I think
Sure.
people were like hyped about it.
It was big.
as
There's-
it got canceled. They're like, "What the fuck? That show's so fucking good." Blah blah blah.
I didn't see the love on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's the only subreddit I've joined.
Oh wow.
I didn't really use Reddit until the OA.
Until the OA, yeah.
Yeah.
Because people were discussing what's going
The
on. Yeah, yeah.
theories are so insane.
Oh, I'm sure.
And they're not
Right.
crazy.
Okay.
They're no. That's where the season 3.
Well, they're
thing
not
comes
crazy
Yeah.
for the show.
in. Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
It sounds insane,
Yeah.
but that's when it's like I got on Reddit and
Interesting.
someone's like, "We might be in the 3rd season now," and I was like, "Fuck, we might be in the 3rd season."
I have a theory that Netflix canceled it as a PR thing.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
But Zal Batmanglish
Yeah.
and Britt Marling have started a new show for FX,
Oh no.
which leads me to believe
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's done.
or
Fuck.
they're
Yeah.
going to continue the story in a different way.
Or connected to the FX show.
Or they're playing the
That's
long.
possible.
Playing the long game.
That's
Yeah.
But it really does feel that way because season 2
that it's done or
No, that it could be long game shit because
oh sure.
dude, and this is spending too much time on the subreddit. But if you read really hard into Zal's Instagram posts,
Yeah. Okay.
there's all kinds of shit.
Oh.
Things like where they say "come find me" and whatever, and it's like, oh my fucking god, dude! Like I have a mini panic attack every time one of them posts. It's
Yeah.
really insane.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love this show. I really believe in it.
I mean, it's cool because it like adds a layer of connection to the real world,
Dude.
which is like it's even more immersive in a way. You
there
know what
was, I mean, there was a and granted, look, if you're gonna protest Trump, a lot of ways to do
boy.
it.
Well, that
Here
was
we
a
go.
wild.
Here we
transition.
go.
That
Do
was
it,
a
yeah.
It's
wild
one of these
transition.
pods now.
Now, if you're doing the movements outside of Trump Tower
Mm-hmm.
in Columbus Circle, I'd probably call you dumb too. And I love the OA.
Were people doing that?
Yeah. And
That's
the videos, it's
insane.
like people are into it, and it's like,
Sure.
dog, if I saw this, I'd make fun of you and
Yeah.
say I never saw the show and have no idea what you're talking about.
In a certain way, I think that's where it taps into what you were saying about interdimensional travel. It's like they want an escape. They really are harping that there's this weird thing that exists in the world that is an escape.
There
you know
is,
what I mean?
but it's also, I mean, the show, the fan fiction around the show now has taken on a life of its own.
Oh, I'm sure.
Someone else has been making this web series that's built
Oh my
around
God.
watching the OA.
Whoa,
It's-
so meta, dude.
I know, dude.
What
But the
the
thing is,
fuck?
the OA is just meta enough.
Yeah.
Where it's, or not even just, like it's pretty
It
fucking
is
meta.
pretty.
dude.
It sounds really meta.
I mean, the last
Insanely
5 minutes
meta.
of season 2 is the most meta thing I've ever seen.
sure, sure.
So it's not.
Supernatural.
The French Mistake, Supernatural.
What,
season
tell
two.
me what happens. Is it okay? How does it compare to Lost? Supernatural.
Okay, well, I'll just explain this episode to you. So,
Okay.
Sam and Dean are working with 2 angels of heaven that are trying to build a weapon for heaven to fight the demons of hell.
Uh-huh.
But as they're trying to gather souls, they're being chased, and they get sent to another dimension that is a dimension where they're on a show called Supernatural, where they are now actors. Jared Padalecki and Jensen
Oh
Ackles.
fuck.
That's pretty
And
meta.
an angel follows them there with a shotgun
Yeah.
and starts just murking people.
When did this come out?
2005.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
No, but it's I
cool.
mean,
No, the OA sucks. It's very derivative of Supernatural.
look, you can have.
Supernatural also ended like 2 years
I hate to
ago.
do this to you. I hate to do this to you. You know Don Quixote, Man of La Mancha. You know that story?
Yeah, written
Yeah.
by fucking Miguel Cervantes.
What
Yeah.
about it?
There's 2 books. All right.
Uh-huh.
And this is actually one of my favorite podcast episodes of all time of any podcast from
I
Radio
I
Lab.
also want to bring up that Art's brought up Don Quixote
'Cause I'm obsessed with
I
it.
gotta say multiple
Really?
times in the last
Here's
couple
why.
weeks. There was a time where because I say the name Miguel Cervantes on stage,
Uh-huh.
and that's the author of Don Quixote.
Sure.
And Art was
Yeah.
like, "Do you know Don Quixote?" And I was like, "No." And then he was like, "Oh, it's Miguel Cervantes." And I was like, "Okay." And then he told other people at the show, and everybody was like, "Okay." Like,
Well,
Yeah, I
okay,
really,
hold on.
made
Well,
a fucking fool of
Fernando,
myself.
I have to know. What the fuck were you referencing, Miguel Cervantes? And you don't know Don Quixote?
well, I was referencing a crime boss for the Jalisco drug cartel who happened to be named
It's actually
Miguel
pretty
Cervantes.
common. I think it's a pretty common.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but
Hispanic
there are a
name.
lot. It's a very common Miguel
Cervantes
and
is
Cervantes
very
are 2
common.
common names
Yeah.
put together.
Oh, I don't talk to people that aren't white.
That's
Oh,
fair.
Yeah,
welcome to the
right.
pod.
Thanks,
dude.
man. It's
You
a-
have been making more eye contact with Art than you have
Yeah.
with me.
I'm aware. I'm
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
You're afraid.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Don Quixote. So there's 2 books. All right.
Uh-huh.
This is like archive lore of why I'm so obsessed with Don Quixote.
Sure.
This is like sort of one of the first like meta fictions.
Yeah.
So the first
It's
story.
also the name of a character in One Piece.
It's also, I mean, it's been adapted a million times.
Right.
And
It's also just a great. It's a great story. Anyway, so here's the story. Here's the meta thing.
Okay, please tell us.
go for it.
No, I'm sorry. Did you say something?
No.
No. Okay.
No, we're invested.
I'm dying to
so
know what
pumped
you're going to tell
to
me
talk-
about
to
Don
explain.
Quixote.
Don Quixote. So there's 2 books.
Yeah,
all right.
Uh-huh. That
First-
much I've gathered.
First book.
Who wrote the book?
Miguel Cervantes.
And what's it called?
Don Quixote.
Okay, how
Miguel
many
La
books are
Mancha.
there?
There's 2 books.
Okay. All right.
First book, he goes on his adventures. All right, everyone reads
Sure.
it. It's like this.
What is
this
the adventure?
He like goes around.
There's a windmill involved, right?
Yeah, they think he's like a giant.
Yeah.
He's in fucking Spain or some shit.
Sure.
Bopping around, being like, but
With Sancho, right?
Sancho Panza.
Sa-
Yes,
uh-huh.
sir. Yeah, it's a story about like being delusional,
Sure.
romanticizing things, which is already a little.
He
like,
tries
on
open
the
mic comedy
nose.
at one point.
Yeah, probably.
Mhm.
No, so he's like a delusional guy and sort of like a sort of meta commentary already. All right,
When's it, what time period is this set in?
this is like the 15th century or so.
Okay.
So that happens. All right, second book
They had
comes
stand
out.
up back then.
Oh, dude, that's stand up. That's the first profession.
Yeah.
People think it's prostitution.
No,
it's actually
dude.
stand-up
Stand-up
comedy.
Stand-up comedy.
Well, the same thing. Those
Old
are the-
pros, baby.
One,
That's it,
One and the
dude.
same.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Anyway, so second book comes out, and it's the author who lives in the real world
I knew. Yes.
writing the first book,
Yes.
and then it's sort of a story about him. But then he meets the real Don Quixote in real life, and it's like a whole like meta. Like people say it's like the first real meta mainstream meta.
Isn't that
thing.
Stranger Than Fiction, that Will Ferrell movie?
Probably.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Stranger Than Fiction. I love Stranger Than
It's a
Fiction.
great movie.
Dude. Oh my god, I love this movie.
Yeah.
And I had a big old Will Ferrell night the other night.
Yeah.
We didn't watch Stranger Than Fiction, but Stranger Than because Will Ferrell is not the author; he's the character
Meeting the author.
Right. It's more like Coheed and Cambria.
The band?
Yes.
Wait, how?
So Coheed and Cambria is a concept band.
Okay.
Okay, I love Coheed and Cambria.
Sure. Okay.
This is like my big, deep, dark secret. Coheed and Cambria is my fish. I've seen them like
dark
25
secret.
times.
Okay.
I love Coheed
Okay,
and
okay,
Cambria.
okay.
Sure.
There is their third album, which is the fourth story, and I know that doesn't make any sense. Their third album, Good Apollo, I'm Burning Star 4, From Fear Through the Eyes of Madness is
Yeah.
the name of the album.
Yeah.
And it's all about the author of the story injecting himself into the story, where the main character of the story meets the author, who is the god thing. It's
Whoa.
crazy, dude.
You like meta stuff.
I do,
Yeah.
because I like escape.
Right.
I like the idea that,
think of a thing. You're like,
Well,
well, I'm taking myself out of this.
I mean,
in a
I
very
think
intense
this is
way.
going to explain not just Interstellar, but it's why I love like all the fucking Nolan movies, like Inception
Sure.
and shit
Yeah.
like that. It's
Which movies? What's your favorite Nolan movie?
Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Oh, wow.
Interstellar's like it's
Is that
not
Nolan? I had no idea.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
It's
you
not.
not?
It's not my favorite movie, but it's the movie I've seen the most.
Yeah.
I put on. This is so fucked. I watch Interstellar, and I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm
Yeah.
not exaggerating. I watch Interstellar every single night.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it on to go to bed, and I just pick up wherever I left off the night
Wow.
before.
I do a similar thing with the movie Yes Man.
Oh, I love Yes Man, dude. Another fucking thing, dude. You got to. It's not real, dude. But Interstellar, I can tell you everything about that. I was watching it with my roommate the other day.
Yeah.
Who was like, "It's not my favorite Nolan." And I was like, "I will make it your favorite Nolan
Yeah.
movie," and I can. I really
Yeah.
can.
You think so?
Yeah,
I've
dude.
never
don't
seen
know,
it.
dude.
I've never
Really?
seen Interstellar. Yeah.
Oh my god, man, it's incredible.
Okay.
It's the best, and I know every fucking piece of it. I can explain it. It's so good.
It's-
It makes perfect sense.
It's all right, dude.
What's just all right about it? What isn't enough for you
I
about
don't.
Interstellar?
I just feel like it's a kind of a by the books interdimensional sci-fi.
Get the fuck out.
science.
Well, it is by the
space
book,
thing.
and that's what's so good about it.
Sure. Yeah,
is
yeah.
it's scientifically accurate. I'm not kidding. They had a real fucking black hole scientist come through.
Yeah, I know,
and
yeah, yeah.
proofread everything
Right.
and make sure that it's legit, and
Right.
it is. And
Yeah.
it's in like down to the time slippage.
A black hole scientist.
Yeah, dude. They have like real astrophysicists in there, like
Yeah.
proofing the shit, and
To-
it's amazing.
To tease a future guest, we have an astrophysicist coming through talking about how ways to die in space.
You know an astrophysicist?
She's getting a PhD in astrophysics. Yeah. So
Who is it?
Diane Salim. I don't know if you, she's
She a
not.
comic?
She's not a comic.
Interesting. How do
Just
you
a
know her?
friend. She's friends with a bunch of comics. So I'm
Yeah.
friends with her.
Yeah.
Sorry to find out you're not friends with her.
I know this is a bummer.
She's
would love
really
to-
cool.
I would love to talk to an
Yeah.
astrophysicist about Interstellar only.
Yeah, you can.
yeah.
She probably will have thoughts.
So, how do you like that movie, Art?
I think it's okay. I enjoyed it watching it, but I was like, the whole time I was like, I kind of just want to
Yeah.
watch 2001: Space Odyssey.
I've never seen
You
it.
know
My
what I
favorite
mean?
Nolan movie is The Prestige.
I love The Prestige.
Prestige is a great
Prestige
movie.
is killer, dude.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of his others?
I've seen the Dark Knight series. I've seen Inception.
What do you
I've
think of
seen-
Inception?
Inception's good. It's
I
fine.
love Inception.
Yeah,
I-
dude.
I love
Yeah.
Inception.
Love
dude. I
Inception,
saw
yeah,
that
dude.
midnight night it came out.
Really?
Blew my mind.
You're hyped about it.
Doug, I saw. I mean,
Shit.
and I didn't really understand Nolan when I saw that movie. Like
Yeah.
I did, but I just remember the trailer blowing my mind in such a way where I was like, I have to see this
Yeah.
when it comes out.
Yeah.
And then I saw it 3 times in theaters.
Mm.
I've seen
I
3
think I saw it
movies
twice in
more
theaters.
than
Do you
twice
think that?
in theaters.
Do you think
and
he's in a dream at the end?
Oh.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
I really don't
Sure.
think it matters. I don't think. I think that. I don't think he is in a dream. I think it's real life.
Yeah.
But you could tell me he is, and I would believe
Wouldn't
that
care,
too.
yeah.
Because either way, he's happy.
Exactly.
Either
yeah.
way, he's accepted that he's just like, I can live this life.
This is
now.
my
Right,
life,
dude.
yeah.
Whether or
Which
not,
is
and
nice.
the whole your world is not real. It's
Yeah.
like that's probably true, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
in some way. But I think it's just I love everything he does. I think The Prestige is great. The only ones that I'm not, I didn't love Dunkirk.
Didn't see
which-
Dunkirk. We have a poster of it somewhere around here.
It's too real. Dunkirk is like
shit,
it's,
okay.
It's just like this is not what I come
war.
to see
I like
Nolan for.
movies that are like movie ass movies. where
Yeah,
they're just- where I'm
dude.
like, this is an escape.
A spectacle.
Right, and I'm
Yeah.
just the entire time. It's like great, okay. I'm
Yeah.
sure this was very difficult.
Yeah.
I'm sure they had a very hard,
Hard time
getting
making
these
this.
people.
Yeah.
Not even making it. It's
Yeah.
sure like getting the people out of Dunkirk was probably very
Oh,
hard.
like in a
Yeah.
logistical way.
yeah, but I don't give a fuck. Now, and it's the same.
No, when I watch a movie, I want to go to a place I've never been before.
Yeah.
Right, or if it's like, and I've never been to Dunkirk, but you know, and I've been to Europe now,
Yeah, sure.
but I don't want to see that from Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
I'm excited for his movie about the Oppenheimer movie. I think that'll be very good.
Oh shit, they're still making that?
Yeah.
It's been in the making for a while, right?
Yeah, and that's why I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
And,
Okay. He takes his time.
and I like Cillian Murphy. I think he'll be great in it.
Oh, right.
The trailer is not very revealing, but
I like Oppenheimer. He's kind of the goat.
well, that's the whole deal,
He's
right?
one of the goated science physicists.
That's
if you
right,
will.
dude.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Sure.
do you know who he is?
No clue.
Okay, if you
Oppenheimer.
had to guess, who do you think J. Robert Oppenheimer is? Is that his name?
Yeah, I think so.
Uh-huh.
It sounds like the guy that's like his name is my name too.
Huh?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
John
John
Jacob.
Jacob.
Jingleheimer
John
Smith.
Jacob
Jingle
Oppenheimer
up.
Schmidt.
In a way,
Close
yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Okay, but what do you think? You know he's a scientist.
Okay.
What do you think he's famous for?
Did he die in a funny way? I don't know.
He stuck his head into a
Yeah,
oven.
so they're making a movie about him. I feel like he didn't just make a discovery. I feel like he did something.
He created something.
Yeah.
Did he create like plutonium? What did he?
You're
create?
not that far off.
What did he create?
The atomic bomb.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah,
Like,
you-
okay.
Yeah.
And
The
Christopher
Oppenheimer.
Nolan is making a movie about him.
He also did, I think, research with the Big Bang. Like he found evidence for the Big
Well,
Bang.
he arguably created the biggest bang.
What was that? Oh,
The atomic bomb.
Come on. Come
That's
on.
right. You
Did
got
he
it.
have like a cool kid? Like what's going on?
Yeah, dude. Well, he fucked good too.
I thought it was, I was gonna say that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He did have sex with 16 people at once.
Yeah,
They
that's
called it
pretty big bang.
The biggest bang.
I wouldn't say that. Probably not the biggest bang. There's probably
At once?
16.
Mm-hmm.
There's got
wieners.
There's got to be wieners.
Mm-hmm. J. Robert Oppenheimer, famous for 16
So
penises,
wieners? He's a
dude.
gay
That's
guy?
what,
That's what the movie's about, actually.
yeah, it's all the dicks on his arm,
Prepping,
dude. Yeah.
prepping the orgy. Like,
I love. It's not an orgy because it's just him and 16 women.
that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I
no, it's
guess
women.
It is an orgy.
Yeah.
What?
I thought it was dicks.
Well, he's got 16.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought he was taking 16 dicks.
No,
He's
he
got
has
16.
16.
He
And there's
has
16 women.
dicks.
Yeah,
Okay,
so he
got
kind of
it.
does one of these. and a
They're
bunch
on
of-
it.
That's right. He puts his arms out, and a bunch of women sit on him in different ways.
Are the dicks on his arms?
Is that-
Some of them. He's got
It's
some
like-
on his
like
legs. Kind of, yeah. So that's what this movie's going to be about.
Yeah.
I'm very
Okay.
excited to
I'm
see
So
it.
anyway, the OA.
The OA. Yeah. Yep.
Any other thoughts on the OA?
A million.
We're about to hit an hour about the talking about the OA and other stuff, which is kind of fun.
Perfect.
That's crazy.
I mean, dude, there's so many things to say about the OA because you don't know where it's going to go.
Right.
And no matter how many things I tell you,
Right.
how they get there is what's more important.
Sure.
There's
It's all about the journey, just like life, baby.
It is, dude. But
Yeah.
there's so many twists that it's like I can spoil them.
Yeah.
And I feel bad that it's understood now with the last 5 minutes of season 2.
Right.
But
Which is fine.
But how they get there and the way it all happens is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just like it's very rare when you see a story that was so clearly realized before they filmed it.
Yeah.
And I think that it's like
I was about to ask how much you know about like the production.
a lot.
and- okay.
So
yeah.
they basically they had the arc and the stories for 5 seasons already mapped out when they
Wow.
brought them when they started pitching.
Okay.
So they know where it's going and they
Yeah.
know how it's supposed to get there.
Right.
And we don't. And
Yeah.
that's what's so frustrating
Yeah,
is
yeah.
knowing that it's already done
Right.
or the ideas are in place
Sure.
and we're not going to get
Yeah.
to see or we
Yeah.
might.
That's
Yeah.
kind of how I felt after The Last Man on Earth got canceled, and I was like, well, now I just want to know what's going to happen next.
Right?
Yeah.
But do you know if they had it planned?
I think Will Forte was like, yeah, we had a plan for the final season.
Damn,
and I was
dude.
Like, well, that's
Do
or
you think they say that just for like?
or My
hey-
Name is Earl. You ever
Oh,
see?
yeah.
You ever finished My Name is Earl?
I
They-
didn't.
They finished that though, didn't they?
No, it ends on a cliffhanger.
Really?
Of, the son who's supposedly the love child of his wife cheating was
Yeah.
not really the child of the father that they thought it was.
Well,
Mm.
let me tell you, there's no cliffhanger better than the OA season 2. Like it,
Best meta moment, best cliffhanger.
it really is,
Best
dude.
show in the
Because it
world.
ends with not Jesse. Well, I'm not gonna. I'll tell you this much.
Okay.
Jesse doesn't make it through season 2.
Okay.
And that's one of those the like it's meant to be a really sad moment
Sure.
when Jesse dies.
Yeah.
And when he dies, everybody's like, oh, and I was like, okay, all right, this might be the one part where I'm not that emotionally invested in.
Yeah.
But
Interesting.
I mean, it's the difference. I don't know about the other shows that got canceled, but like
Yeah.
season 1, off the rip, they were like, no, this is going to be 5 seasons.
Yeah.
We know how it's going to end. We know how we're getting there.
Right.
And so everybody expected it.
Yeah.
What we didn't expect is when everything comes out. It was like season 1 just kind of came out of nowhere. They didn't do any real promotion for it.
Yeah.
It just popped up. I remember someone tweeting about there's a line in season 1 that is unbelievably hysterical, and it shouldn't be.
What is it?
So BB-8, who is Pam from The Office,
yes.
she plays a big role in this show.
Pam or Phyllis?
Pam. Phyllis. You're
Phyllis.
right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I've never.
I got
I
real.
was like,
I was
yo,
like, there's
Pam,
two
I was
Office
like,
people.
Pam?
So here's the deal. I've never seen The Office. I've watched like one episode. I've watched
Wow.
maybe 2 episodes.
Wow, you never seen The Office? Interesting.
Great show.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
No, honestly, I kind of makes me like you more.
Really?
Yeah.
I just it's one of those things where I know if I watch it, I'm gonna have to watch all of it.
Yeah.
And I just don't have the time.
You don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, you're rewatching the OA.
Yeah.
Dude,
And you're rewatching Interstellar every single
Every
night.
single night,
that's
yeah.
right, dude.
Yeah, your viewing schedule is
You're
packed.
busy. You got a lot of things to do.
I mean, and I watch a lot, but excuse me.
God
Nice.
bless.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
That was sick.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
That was cool.
Yeah.
That's
I do feel like we need money for the the curse jar for that. I
fine.
feel like,
I'll
yeah.
get- yeah.
No,
great.
do it
I'd
after.
love to pay
This is
you.
a boys' pod. I'm
This is
happy.
boys' pod. But Phyllis.
Phyllis.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she plays a character BBA, Betty Broderick Allen.
Okay.
BBA for short.
Nice.
She is. We don't know. So fucking frustrating. We don't know why, but we do know that she is incredibly important to the show.
Whoa, fuck.
It sucks that we don't have an answer as
Yeah.
to why. There's a line where she is on a call with her boss, and she's being reprimanded for something.
Yeah.
And she goes, "I can't talk. I'm eating a sandwich right now." And someone tweeted that "I'm eating a sandwich" line is the weirdest line they'd ever seen. I was like, all right, I'll watch this show.
Yeah.
And then I saw it and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I just watched.
Yeah.
But this is so clearly the most important thing I've ever seen to me.
Wow. So you think there's a connection to something bigger with the sandwich thing?
No, but
okay.
No, I mean the
You mean
show
show, you
itself.
mean
Oh,
show
got
in
it, got it,
general.
got it.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many things that they breadcrumb out that are obviously going to be touched on again,
Yeah.
and we don't
Yeah.
know. So when they die, the only thing we know about where physically this dimension is when they die, Hap, the bad guy, he records all of their NDEs, near-death experiences. So he's killing them and recording what's happening.
Whoa.
And
Wait, like on video camera?
video and audio.
Okay.
The audio from they basically puts these microphones in
yeah.
their ears.
Is this like a scientist? Like who's this Hap guy?
He is a
again?
scientist.
Okay.
And his whole study is on NDEs.
Yeah.
And there's something called the whoosh that he first heard.
I've heard of this.
So
The
he
whoosh,
hears
yeah.
it first in an operating room
Yeah, yeah.
as a patient is dying. He's like, I heard it faintly. I know it exists. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is.
Yeah.
He's studying the whoosh. The whoosh, the sound waves match up perfectly with the sounds that come off of the rings of Saturn.
Fuck.
What?
I know. So we're told in season 1 when they die, he thinks that they are going.
Too Saturn.
To
To
Saturn.
Saturn.
We don't know what this is though because it's never touched on again.
Yeah.
But I know it would have been if we got 3 more seasons.
Shit, dude.
It's crazy, dude.
Huh.
It's the best show.
I'm trying to figure out why is this guy back? Why does he want to kill them?
He doesn't want them dead.
Oh, he wants
So-
to nearly dead.
Right.
he wants
he's
to
a
study
scientist.
them. He wants to
He's
study
studying
them.
He wants to
Yeah,
study
so
him. Yeah, one of those guys.
he doesn't
Okay.
want them dead because
Yeah.
so the deal is that the reason he picks these people is they've all had near-death experiences already.
Yeah.
And those are the people that are prone to being able to be brought back and
Right,
reanimated.
right.
So all of these, I mean, because like there's
Shit.
one guy he's studying that does die, like
Yeah.
dies.
Yeah.
And then the movements bring him back. And it's, dude, it's one of those things where I've seen this scene so many times and it makes me cry
Yeah.
every time. This show makes me bawl.
Really?
I really
Wow.
fucking cry watching this show.
Yeah. You get it.
I get it.
I'm a
I-
big
You're
crier,
you're
dude.
asleep.
I have things that I have things
Yeah.
that I watch over and over again, and they can make me cry every
Yeah.
single time.
Interstellar makes me cry every night. Every night I cry myself to sleep. That's the only way I know how to go to bed.
I did tear up in Interstellar. I will say that.
Dude, what part?
When he's like in the bookcase and he's like with the kid and stuff. You know what I mean?
When he's translating the
Yeah,
coordinates
yeah,
in Morse code
yeah,
and the
dude.
watch is going like
Yeah, and you're like, oh shit,
it's
this
not
is like
just
a
any
real.
child. This is
Hits hard.
dude. When he's in the Tesseract, you
When he's in
wouldn't
the
get it.
Tesseract?
Yeah, that's what's
that's-
happening.
that's what it
yeah,
is.
he's in a Tesseract.
You sound like it sounds like a joke.
I mean, if you
versus-
wanted to make a long episode, we could talk about Interstellar
for
all
hours.
fucking day, dude.
Yeah.
I love that movie and Inception. We could talk about all of this.
Yeah.
Anything that has anything to do with not existing in the real world is my shit.
Dude, you can come back on the pod. Just ask. It's
I would love
okay.
to. I would love
Yeah.
to.
We'd
Come
love
back
to have- we'd love to have you.
anytime.
I'm dying to talk more about this.
Dude,
stuff.
yeah. I think it's fascinating that you have. I feel like I've learned. The thing I learned most about you right now is that you really love content where you can escape. But also, like the meta thing, there's a level of groundedness.
Yes.
So you don't feel like you're completely escaping. Like it feels more real to you.
That's
in a
why
way.
I like it.
Yeah.
Is because it's like these are heady, insane sci-fi concepts
Right.
Yeah.
that are grounded very much in the world we
The world-
currently
yeah,
exist
yeah,
in.
yeah.
Like Interstellar, it's not crazy to think we're going to run out of food.
Yeah.
It's really
Sure.
not.
Yeah.
It's season 2 of the OA. It's
Right.
not crazy to believe a show called the OA was shooting.
Yeah.
You know, it's like We
Fuck.
know what happened.
Shit.
And it's so good, man.
Damn.
I love stuff
You
like that.
you have convinced me. Like I'm actually pretty curious now with all of, like the lore that you've
Dude,
explained. I'm like, huh. That's actually
I
pretty
want you to
interesting.
text me every time you watch. I'm not kidding.
Just live tweet it at you. Yeah.
Please, because I like, dog,
no one to talk about it. Yeah.
no one to talk about. Dude,
Yeah.
so I was watching it with somebody like a year ago,
Right.
and we're watching it, and I'm just staring at them like, I just want to see how you,
Right.
Because it's not even like a, you know, when you watch comedy with somebody and you're like, I want to see what they find funny.
Oh, for sure.
This is more of a, I just need to see how invested they are.
Yeah. Also,
Right.
you're sharing experience with them in a way. It's like this is fun for me because now you sort of live vicariously through them and you can sort of experience it.
Dude, the
with
first
them
time
at the
you
same
watch
time.
this show, like watching some of the stuff that happens, you're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And watching somebody else have that.
Right.
Especially because everybody dismisses this show when they start. Everybody.
Yeah.
The first 4 episodes, boring as fuck.
Sure.
I really liked the first episode.
I could tell you were passed out. But like, they're necessary.
I just got off work. I was real
Me too,
tired.
dude.
So yeah, we all did.
We all
I was
got up.
awake.
You know, I work a manual labor job,
No, I forget. That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Yeah,
right.
manual
Yeah.
labor job.
Yeah.
He's sitting all day.
I know.
but I'm drilling and I'm
They're
you
They're
know,
automatic
gotta
drills.
explain-
I'm wrenching stuff.
Tell what are
He's
they
not really
automatic?
wrenching stuff.
Tell me, Art.
Not really. Yeah, I know what he does.
But this show, it's something that everybody dismisses. They say it's
Automatic.
bad.
What's an automatic wrench?
They exist.
They
Those
exist.
But they don't exist at our job.
Yeah, we should probably get him.
I'm actually wrenching.
Good
He's
for
not
you, dude.
wrenching.
Let me see your biceps.
Yeah, let's see.
I don't
see those
want. I don't
forearms,
want.
dude.
I don't want to get off track on this podcast.
Dude, for sure,
You
for
have
sure.
your wrenches with you, right? Pull them out.
You got your
Well,
wrenches?
yeah,
with
They're
you?
in my backpack.
We have
I'll-
to
I'll
buy
show
our
you
own
after, yeah.
wrenches.
Are you kidding
No,
me?
I can't. It's insane.
joke, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a school. You have to buy your own school
Yeah,
supplies.
dude,
You
that
know?
never made sense to me either.
Insane.
But anyways,
Anyway, yeah.
yeah, people hate the OA because they watch the first episode. They're like, this fucking sucks. It
Stick
makes
with
no
it.
sense. It really is. It's one of those shows, if you stick with it after season 4,
Yeah.
or episode 4, it's like, holy shit, what the fuck? There is like the end of episode 3. It's like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
How
I
many
have-
episodes? Per
I
season?
remember this feeling.
6. 6 per season. Well, no, that's not true. I think it's 8, maybe.
So there's
I
only
think
like
it's
15,
16,
15,
15,
16.
16.
Oh, that
yeah,
sucks.
that's yeah.
It really sucks.
That's
dude.
so
we just
little
got the
of a show.
iceberg, the tip of the iceberg.
That's
Give
so
me
little of
more.
a show you just love.
Not
Come
even
on.
halfway through the show.
That's just a
That's it.
taste. That's just a taste of the show.
Dude, there's supposed to be 5 seasons. We only got 2.
I'm
Maybe.
sorry.
It sucks.
I'm sorry.
But
I think they were playing the long game though. I feel like it'd be like I don't know.
there's like
It just
300
seems
episodes
like-
of Supernatural.
I hope so, but there's also the problem is Netflix historically cancels shows after 2
Right.
seasons because that's when they have to start paying their actors more.
But I wonder if like another studio like an HBO or Showtime will pick it up. You know?
That's what everybody's hoping
Yeah.
for. But the
I can
problem
see like Showtime picking it up.
I can see a lot of people picking it
Yeah.
up, but it sounds like Netflix owns the rights.
Fuck.
It's all fuck, dude.
Dude, I hate show business.
I do too, man,
it's
and I
fucked.
wish that somebody would just give me a job, in it, dude.
Yeah.
Because I would bring back the dude. If that's
If you
my
were a
goal.
rich producer,
If I was a studio head, the only
Yeah.
project I would want done
The
is
OA.
the OA. Because here's the thing: it's either we're not going to get anything.
Right.
We might get season 3. It would not shock me though if they went straight to season 4.
wow,
I wouldn't be that surprised if they were like, "Well,
They'll
no."
do some crazy shit like, yeah, dude, welcome back.
They were
to,
like previously on the OA, and they just played the entire.
yeah, just
It's not
news,
even-
newscast.
with
I don't
season?
even. I think it would be cool to see a season 4 where they constantly reference real world things like the
Yeah.
pandemic,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Where it's because I'm over pandemic content,
Yeah.
But I wouldn't hate if the OA did it and was like,
Just
"Hey,
connected
this
to the
is
real
how
world.
it yeah,
I get
man.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, because that's like. Did you guys ever watch The Newsroom?
No,
People didn't like this show, but I really liked it.
with
It
that
was
guy.
Jeff Daniels.
Yeah.
There's a-
Sounds like you like a lot of television that wasn't popular amongst the general population.
Yeah, dude. Generally, it's not
That's
like
critically. That's like a West Wing show, right? Like the
no,
same
it's
writers?
like
no.
it might be the same writers.
it's the same
but
writers,
I know
maybe.
that the big pivot point in that show is when they cover 9/11.
Yeah.
and you see what's happening, and it's like,
Mm.
oh, dude, "Fix You" by Coldplay comes on, and I'll cry at any time "Fix You" comes on.
By Coldplay.
Yeah, one of my
Who
favorite
else?
movies is "You, Me, and Dupree," and
Hell
it's
yeah,
only
dude.
because the
Wow.
end of it is
Hell yeah,
"Fix You"
dude.
plays as he walks up. He's got like 12 kids behind him. Owen Wilson's like he's on his own now.
Yeah.
and I'll
Dude, you're the preferences of your media is
Makes
just
no sense.
wild. I'm just like,
I
you
know,
mean
dude.
It's
Dupree,
funny 'cause
Interstellar?
this is-
I'm-
What the
and Coheed
Something
and Cambria.
Art
The
normally
OA?
said, you normally say that to me, but right
Yeah.
now we're both looking at Max and being like, this is rather
This
peculiar.
is crazy.
Weird. Yeah, dude. It's why I don't talk
crazier
about a
than
lot
you.
of it.
Yeah, I was like, because Art's always like, why are you watching that? He's like, you're so strange. But right now we're both like, this is actually kind of
wild.
interesting.
Dog, I'm looking to run away. my whole shit is let me watch Old School over and over again. The other night I watched Old School. I watched Anchorman. I was like, fucking
Old
yeah.
School's great though.
These are
Old
like
School
Will Ferrell.
holds the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Oh, I'm sure.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is so goddamn.
I'm sure a lot of
funny.
Will Ferrell stuff actually does hold up.
Everything he
Yeah,
does
I'm
holds
sure.
up. I like, dude. We're going streaky.
Yeah,
through the
classic,
quad.
classic,
It's like classic.
classic. Yeah.
And I mean, if you really want another thing that I love that nobody wants to admit to, loved Entourage. And there's a great Entourage old school connection. Jeremy Piven and Perry Reeves, who are married in Entourage, are both big characters in old school. Huge shit. That's what I started today, last night. I'm rewatching the Entourage, the movie.
Okay.
I watch the show probably once a year, and let me tell you, that show does not hold up.
Oh no, it's a bad
at
show.
all.
I think it didn't hold
bad
up at the
show.
time it came out.
No.
I loved it when it came
Wow.
out.
Or like high school, middle school.
Yeah, that was like
that's for us.
I would watch that with my dad and my mom.
Wow, that's bold.
We would. Yeah, I know it's crazy.
That's me and my boys kind of show. It's like
well,
this
dude,
is a sick show.
this was a big moment for Michael Rowland and I when we both realized we watched it with our moms. We
That's
were both
so funny.
Entourage fans
That's
watching
so
it with our moms.
weird.
But the movie is not so bad.
Really?
Yeah, I'm watching
I
it
think
now.
I've only seen 2 seasons of Entourage. Never finished it.
You're not missing much.
That's what I hear.
It's-
I feel like every episode's the exact same.
No. Yeah. yeah.
I think like I was told that what was it? Green Lantern,
Aquaman.
Like post Aquaman, it gets more interesting, but like before that, it's all kind of the same.
The I tell you what, the best episode of Entourage is when Aquaman comes out.
Mhm.
That's the big episode where they
Yeah.
have to go to the valley to see it.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
the
yeah.
hottest day of the year.
Sure.
There's blackouts. They're trying to beat Spider-Man for the highest box office
Sure.
opening. I love Entourage. I can tell you all about this show too.
Yeah, dude, you can come back on the pod.
All right, yeah.
Did you
let's
see
do that.
Aquaman?
Just
How'd you
ask.
feel about the movie Aquaman?
I won't watch it. I refuse to watch it.
Why?
Because it doesn't
Yeah,
star
sure.
Vinny Chase. That's the only Aquaman I look up.
What
to.
if they actually? What if it did like Entourage Vinny Chase? That would
Dude,
be so fucking meta
the
for
most?
you.
I'm telling you, that would. What that would do for me is truly, it would be that would be better. I would rather see an Aquaman starring Vincent Chase and not Adrian Grenier
Sure.
than be gifted $1 billion. I would rather live in a. I really would.
That's a. I don't know if that's really.
Yeah.
No.
What am I gonna do with $1 billion?
A lot.
I guess I could make Aquaman.
You could,
starring
yeah.
Vincent Chase.
You could buy out someone's studio head position, and then you can make the OA. You can make Aquaman with Vinny Chase.
Maybe $1 billion is the move.
Yeah, it's like you just wish for 1 million more wishes. That's what $1 billion.
That's
would do.
right. That's
So
right.
just- you could do a lot.
I could do that.
Anyway, we do have to start wrapping
Yeah,
up.
let's wrap
dude.
it up.
We have to start wrapping up. I
Let's
do
do
want
it.
to keep talking. Any other thoughts about the OA? We start officially wrapping up.
Sure.
Any other thoughts?
I mean,
The OA. Just watch it.
watch it.
Text you.
Watch the OA. Yeah, dude. DM me on Instagram. Tell me what you're thinking about it because I would love to talk to you about it.
Yeah, I
I
I
really
feel like
would.
there's like a sense of loneliness
Yeah,
with
where-
you with
where-
the OA.
where
You're
can we
like, I'm
DM you at?
so-
Where's
MaxFine_ on Twitter and is Twitter still cool? Are we?
I'm
no,
actually
you
I like
fuck.
Twitter more now.
I do too.
I
I'm
think-
having more fun on Twitter
think
than I
more
ever
fun-
have.
Ever
I
had,
was telling
yeah.
Art, I got back on Twitter because I was like, it's mayhem now, and it's what I loved about it before.
Sure.
Dude, I got banned from Twitter a few years ago.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh shit, dude. This is like
Wow.
the ban times, except I'm not going to lose it.
I didn't know I
Yes.
was sitting next to 2 Elon Musk apologists.
I'm not apologizing for Elon
No.
Musk. What I'm saying is Twitter. What I loved about it is the mess of it all, and it stopped being so messy. And now because of Elon Musk, it's become mayhem.
It's the Wild West.
yeah,
of
it's
the
Wild West
internet.
all over again.
I love
it's
it.
so
dude.
much fun.
Which is
It's
what he wanted. So in a way,
great.
we're giving him what he wanted. Yeah.
Fine.
Okay, we're back.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay $8,
Here's
but
the
I
thing,
will absolutely
is-
use
Yeah.
the platform.
I'm not a fan of Elon Musk, but sometimes somebody that I hate does something kind of cool. Sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I'm not a fan of
Wow.
Hitler, but like, you know,
Whoa.
whoa.
But he did invent meth in a way.
He invented the
popularized meth.
Volkswagen.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Okay.
Did he?
yeah.
I love bugs.
Oh, like
Hey,
the
all right.
Volkswagen. Right, got it.
Yeah, you know, and
I was like,
I'm not a fan. Who else am I not a fan? Oh, dude, like, you know, I'm not a fan of a lot of, like Kanye West.
Sure.
Dude, College Dropout kicks ass. So
Yeah.
good.
Wow, I'm sitting by 2 dudes who can separate the art from the artist.
No,
This is
sometimes
pretty
you gotta give credit where
pretty
credit's due. Sometimes
intense.
people do good things, and you
I
should
don't
have
know.
to
No,
accept
I'm
it.
very much. You know, if they suck, I hate all
Also,
the
you're
shit.
tweeting. I feel like you're tweeting more than both of us combined.
No,
I tweet
no.
a lot.
He does actually,
I
yeah.
tweet a lot. But it's just
But it's fun.
I'm not a fan of Woody Allen. I love pedophilia though. You know, but his movies suck
He didn't
shit.
invent pedophilia.
That's
you know,
right. And
good
his
thing
movies
he
are
didn't invent-
terrible.
Right. Yeah. So
Maybe cut that part out.
no, we're
Go
keeping
ahead,
that's
it.
it.
We're keeping it forever.
Follow
Look,
me on all the apps.
we've brought up Woody Allen and pedophilia and Allen Ginsberg multiple times.
We have not. The guest
We, as
has.
in just me.
the guest.
Yeah.
The guy, I feel like the guest has brought him up.
Yeah, Ryan Seawoods has done that as well.
Perfect.
Anyway, follow you.
Follow
DM
us,
you. Watch the
and
OA.
then I've got a podcast called In the Minivan.
Hell yeah.
Check it out. It's
a
pretty
fun pod.
good. Yeah,
It is
I
a
have
good
fun
podcast.
Thanks,
It is
man.
very, very,
It's fun.
very, very fun.
Yeah.
We do a good time.
I
We have a
only,
good
I
time.
only like it because you shouted out our show / Mike, and that's the
We
only reason-
have.
that's the
We
only reason
have.
why I
We
like it.
shouted you out twice, I think,
I think a
because
few
of
times, yeah.
I'm into your
Which is
music
nice.
mailing
Thanks,
list.
dude.
And yeah.
like listening to music.
Hell yeah.
Listening to music. Do you want to ask the final question?
We have a bit of. I don't know if you listen to this podcast. Probably not. But
I've listened to a few.
But we have a
You don't
question
have
we
to,
ask
you don't
all
have
our
to.
guests. A bit of a palate cleanser, as Art likes to call it.
You
Max,
chill?
Okay, sorry.
Max, can you please describe your perfect day?
Oh, absolutely. First, I'm waking up.
Okay.
Okay.
What time?
I like to get up early.
Okay.
So,
What's
is it,
early?
well, let me ask you this: perfect day, is that I guess it's my choice, huh? So I'm thinking Friday. I'm gonna
Okay.
wake up around 8 a.m.
Oh, we never had like a
7:30.
day before.
Well,
Interesting.
Friday, that's my perfect day.
Yeah. We never had a day before. Like no one's been like, I want to wake up on a Friday.
Well, I'll tell you what,
know what I
dude.
mean?
Someone explained this to me once. It's the same reason the Friday shows at comedy clubs are always the best.
Okay.
People go to work, they have their day, and then
They're
they get
like-
their release.
Yeah, they're
of-
like, oh
of,
man, I'm so fucking done.
I'm
this
done,
week."
and
Yeah,
now
yeah.
it's the weekend, dude.
Yeah.
Because Saturday, it's like people are going to Home Depot, they're
Sure,
buying
sure.
shit.
Yeah,
they're-
errands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday though, you get your work
Wow.
done. So Friday, wake up 8 a.m., 7:30.
Yeah.
Lot of coffee.
Sure.
Whole lot of coffee.
What kind of coffee do you drink?
Black.
Okay.
Drip.
Drip. But I did go to Europe recently.
You're an
and
espresso guy now.
I'm an
a little
espresso.
Americano.
I don't even in America. Who needs water?
That's what I'm saying.
It's,
I like
it's-
espresso.
You've seen me do the espresso.
I know,
I do
decaf.
decaf espresso.
Which I'm not gonna lie, I had it. I was like, I don't like it.
I get it. I get it.
I like an
I'm sorry.
Americano.
I like an
Americano's
Americano if I'm going out.
Yeah.
Because it's like I like something to
sipping.
walk around
Yeah.
with and stuff like that, especially when it's
It's a
cold.
social thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I actually love Americano like 11 p.m. after we get a bunch of Chinese food in Chinatown.
That sounds amazing.
11 p.m. Americano.
Yeah.
I'm with it, dude.
You're
A
wired.
decaf Americano, though. I'll do decaf.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I wouldn't hate waking up, getting my coffee. I'm trying to learn how to surf this year.
Whoa.
So I think my
That's
perfect
fun.
day would be I watched Doc on big wave surfing.
Oh, that's right.
And
Yeah.
now I'm like, I want to surf. So I think
Jonah Hill's a big surfer.
Surf guy now.
I don't want to make this go any longer. Have you guys watched Stutz yet?
No,
No.
not yet.
I just
that?
watched it. It's a documentary he made. I watched this last night where he's talking to his therapist.
Oh yes, I've heard
yeah,
of it.
I
Yep.
watched it, and you can skip it.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this. Jonah Hill's in therapy, and
Yeah.
they make it very clear
That's-
that
that's-
Jonah
it's
Hill is in therapy.
A little insufferable of a premise, in my
Dude,
opinion.
it's. I didn't like it.
Have you ever
okay.
seen the documentary Heckler, where it just becomes about Jamie Kennedy being
I started
Insecure?
it and turned it off.
like Jamie? It just like it's about hecklers at first, and then it just pivots to just being about Jamie Kennedy being like, I'm a bad comedian. For
Yeah.
like, the last 45 minutes.
But you know what?
Rough.
He's not the worst.
he's not so bad.
no.
But he's like panicking, and he's like having, and you're just like, why am I only watching Jamie Kennedy now?
Yeah, dude,
funny.
it rocks.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I
cool.
kind of want to watch that now. That sounds hilarious, actually.
Have you never seen it?
No, never seen
It's
it.
Oh, you
wild.
check it out. You check out Heckler.
It's weird.
Okay.
So yeah, surfing. I want to learn how to surf.
Nice.
So that's it. After a long day of shredding the waves.
Shredding the waves, yeah, nice.
Thinking,
Some gnar, yeah.
Yep. I'm thinking another cup of coffee.
Whoa.
And then I'm gonna.
No food so far, just coffee.
I don't eat until like 7:30,
wow,
8 o'clock. I haven't
one
eaten
meal a
today.
day.
I have not eaten yet
What?
today.
Shit.
Uh,
it's your, it's your
I also
meal
don't eat
time.
until very late in the day usually.
I try and dude. That's how I
Wow.
lost all this weight.
Wow, one meal a day.
You could say that.
Sure.
But is it one mass? Because I usually do one
Dude.
massive meal.
What I do when I eat is disgusting.
Because I usually eat at like 11 p.m.
That's what I do.
And then I just it's just like so much food. People are like, "Why are you eating?" I'm like, "It's my only meal."
Right.
And then I wake up full, and it's the best. Waking up with a full belly
Best.
is the
Yeah.
best
Be-
feeling.
Dude, last night I fucking went in. I made a burger.
Mm-hmm.
I had popcorn. I had a frozen yogurt bar. Or no, I didn't have a frozen yogurt bar. I had half of a pint of Talenti gelato.
Okay.
Jesus.
I had a bag of Sour Patch Kids.
Oh
I had.
Yeah.
Fuck, did I must have had something else because I eat so much when I eat. Burger, Sour Patch Kids, popcorn.
Fries?
No, but I did have a
Popcorn?
lot of chips.
Nice.
Truffle chips.
Ooh, love a truffle
very
chip.
good, very good.
Trader Joe's?
No, these were
Oh.
Kettle Brand. These are new crinkle cut
Ooh.
truffle chips. I'd never had them
Okay.
before, but there's an Italian brand that makes these incredible truffle
Oh,
chips that are
interesting.
delicious. And then Cosmic Brownie,
I love a Cosmic
I-
Brownie so much.
dude,
those
the
are-
most underrated
so good.
bodega
Yeah,
snack.
they're
It's
so good.
the best.
Yeah.
It's
The
so
density,
I love
it's great.
it.
Do you freeze them?
I've
No!
never. You know what I do freeze? I like to get a Capri Sun and freeze it, and then cut up the top, and then scoop it out.
I've never
Oh,
seen
Scoop it out
that.
with spoon.
shit.
Dude,
I love
it
doing
sounds
that.
amazing. I've never done that before.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, go to your bodega, get 2 Cosmic Brownies because you're gonna
Freeze
want to
them.
eat. Well, you're gonna want to eat one regular room.
Oh,
yeah,
of
yeah.
course, right.
Well,
But
'cause
then-
you
Little
can-
pregame.
you can- yeah, you can't wait.
You can't wait.
The experience,
I can never wait. So
Sure.
you get your one, and if you leave it in your hand and it gets warm and melty a little bit, good
Then,
shit.
then it's like came out of the oven.
It's exactly right. And then
Shit.
the other one you put in the freezer until after you eat, and that's the last
Damn,
thing.
this is a song of ice and fire, baby.
That's
this
right,
is
dude.
beautiful.
Yeah,
I love
I'm
it.
George R.R.
Mario-
Chocolate, baby.
yeah,
I'm fucking going in on Cosmic.
Love it.
God, I really do think that they are the most underrated dessert
They're
of
so
all
good.
time.
Yeah,
they're
they're
so
really good.
fucking
They're really
good,
good.
and
I'm a
nobody
fan.
wants to talk about it.
Yeah. But hey,
Anyways.
you've heard it here first.
Yeah, and listen to In the Minivan.
So you haven't eaten yet. You just had your second cup of
Yeah,
coffee.
what do you got? You finish your day.
Oh shit! Right,
Yeah, your day's not
surfing,
even
second
done.
coffee, and then this is gonna be lame. I'm gonna write a little bit. I like to write.
Ooh.
I like
What are you
my
writing? Stand up?
No, I free write every day,
Love it.
twice a day. But
Wow.
I'm really working hard to do this now, twice a day.
Do you? I've been thinking about doing that. Do you like it?
life changing?
Wow.
Yeah, it's
okay.
because it's like, dude, I wake up. Most mornings I wake up and I do the morning pages thing. You do the 3
Oh,
pages.
you're an Artist Way guy.
It started as Artist Way, but it's like I don't do
Yeah.
the rest of that anymore.
Sure.
But I do keep the morning pages.
Pages, yeah.
I think it's really good for your brain to
Yeah.
just empty it out
let it go.
first thing in the morning.
Nice.
And then I do it again. I try and get it around 6. I also do TM twice a day.
Oh, you're a TM guy.
I am a
wow,
TM
I'm learning
guy.
a lot about
Like
you.
Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah, dude.
David Lynch.
David
Amy
Lynch,
Schumer.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey.
A
Yeah.
lot of people
Lot
do
of
it.
people.
Jonah Hill does it, I think.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
He
I
fucking would.
He's in therapy, I heard.
Yeah, dog. And it's indulgent
meditation.
as hell.
I'm sure.
So you're gonna get your second meditation around 6.
Okay.
And then
Wow, nice.
yeah.
Nice every
And
day.
then I probably would want to do a set.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I have to crush if
Where-
it's a
where
bomb.
of course.
MSG.
Wow.
Okay, yeah.
You know, the Beacon maybe.
So not Black Cat LES, a Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
It's a
presents?
Friday.
Well, we're moving our show to Friday just for
We-
you.
I mean, yeah,
Oh.
Perfect day.
It's your
Well,
perfect
if
day.
that's the case, Black Cat. And then
Thanks,
after
dude.
that, I'm gonna probably do an entire frozen pizza, a cosmic brownie.
Nice.
What brand frozen pizza do you go?
Ooh.
Dog, I've been getting into this off-brand that people don't know about, Urban Pie.
Whoa.
You heard about this shit?
No.
I've not.
Okay.
Dude, okay, so I get their white pizza and then I throw some pepperoni on there myself.
Oh, you get some pepperonis. the
Ideally,
store.
I'm doing uncured sopressata.
Wow.
That's some next level shit.
Shit, dude.
Dude, sopressata change your fucking
Yeah.
life, dude. And then,
Dude, you're like a master chef for like junk food. Have
Yeah,
you-
man.
This is
I'm su-
freezing the cosmic
dude,
brownie.
I'll
getting the
soup up
sopressata.
anything bad. Okay,
Amazing.
and then I'm gonna do a milk bar cookie.
The oh no, I was thinking the crack pie. My bad.
Crack pies. It's,
Compost cookie, right?
no, I like the compost cookie, but if
Yeah.
it's my way, I'm doing that chocolate one.
Oh,
That'll kick your dick in the dirt.
Interesting. Sure.
That's good stuff, man.
Hell yeah.
And then, fuck, if it's my perfect day, I'll probably do a 2-liter of Coke.
Okay.
God.
Damn.
And then hard bedtime.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go to bed early now. I'm trying to be in bed by
I
midnight.
love
most
downing
nights.
2 liters of Coca-Cola
That's-
and then just
how
clonking
bad
out.
do you feel?
Horrible.
Yeah, I'd feel so bad.
Well, you don't feel bad right after. You feel bad in the morning.
I feel like after I do junk food as if it's a drug,
Mhm.
I feel terrible. Like at
I
the
don't-
end,
I
I'm
don't
like,
usually
oh,
I don't.
man.
I don't
Well,
feel bad because it's like
I
you
think
eat that
I
late
think
at
me,
night.
I think me and Max probably our bodies are
Used
so
to
used
it.
to so
Yeah.
used to running on junk that
Yeah.
we're already in a solid state of just bad.
No, yeah.
that
But
it's
that's
hard to feel bad.
and that's why you do it once at night.
Yeah.
Because you can't. You
You just fall asleep.
You can't live like this.
No, yeah.
You can't do this all day.
yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be a nightmare.
Like I had a bag of chips today, and I'm like, dude, I feel bad. Yeah.
Brother, that's child's
fun.
play. Come
Yeah,
to me,
I know.
Come to me. Dude. I'm getting
I'm amateur
family-sized
Well,
Doritos.
I was
you know,
I was telling him about like,
Insane.
how I would just eat a whole family-sized bag of chips, and he was like, I could never do. I'm like, oh, I
you
could do
can
it
if you only eat
easily.
once a day.
Easily.
Easy. Dude.
I'm starting to like get nauseous thinking about
Like
this.
No, 'cause
some
he's
flaming
saying-
hot Doritos with some hot sauce
Oh,
on them.
jeez.
Ooh.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Mm.
See, here's my issue.
Y'all should make a cookbook.
I wouldn't.
Yes,
do that.
yes, yes, do it.
All right, dude.
I would
wanna-
buy
dude,
that shit so
you know
fast.
What? I've never told anybody this. This
Love
is
it.
some fucked up shit I used to do. So as a kid, how much time? I'm so
No,
sorry.
you're fine.
No, you're good.
I'm so excited for this.
So as a kid, every day, kindergarten through 8th grade, I had the same thing for lunch every single day.
okay.
Everything bagel with cream cheese,
Okay.
a Yoo-Hoo box, and either Cheetos or Goldfish.
Okay.
Every day, my mom packed the same fucking.
For how
thing
many years?
9.
Oh my god.
But you gotta mix it up a little bit. So here's
Okay.
what I would do. Fuck, this is so weird. I can't believe I've never even thought about this. So you would either put Cheetos or the Goldfish in the cream cheese on the
cheese.
bagel,
Yes,
because
sir.
then you get the crunch.
Yeah.
And people would look at me like I was a fucking lunatic, but it's
It is
so good.
It's a little insane.
Is it?
It sounds good.
It sounds
is
good.
I'm sounds into it.
It's really good.
It's just one of
dude.
those things where like I've never thought about that.
I
Because I don't.
But I think you had this thing for 9 years. You're not gonna start mixing and matching
Sure,
eventually.
sure.
No,
Exactly.
but you know what, dude? It's like when I get a sandwich now and I get chips, I'll throw chips on the sandwich. That's
yeah,
a classic
no,
move.
that's a classic.
Classic
right.
move. French fries on a sandwich, classic move.
Classic,
That's like
right.
Primanti's
Very
in
good.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, dude,
Good shit.
it's good shit. So that's where I'm coming from life at. Is
No,
I'm
no.
trying to add crunch to everything.
Right.
I get you.
It's not like crazy the bagel thing with the chips or the goldfish. That's not crazy. I just never thought about putting anything.
Nobody's
else.
thought about it.
Well,
dude.
here's the thing
in a
is you never
bagel.
thought about it because you weren't sitting next to it every day for 9 years.
Right.
That's right,
Right.
dude.
So he had to sit next to it eventually.
Right.
He's like, I
That's
gotta add
what-
some variety. To my
I
life.
got, and it's not even variety. I mean, I could literally have taken a bite of the bagel, thrown some of the goldfish in
Sure.
my mouth, and it's like, this is the same
Did
thing.
your mom like try to give you other foods? Or you
Yes.
just- oh, okay.
Totally.
This is just you being like.
This
I
is
just
me
want
being a
this
freak,
one.
dude.
Yeah.
It's fuck. I really
Do you still
never,
try? Do you still eat that meal? That like bagel
No.
with some? Oh,
Uh,
wow.
but
I'd
I-
try that. You want to try that sometime?
What, a bagel? Yeah,
Bagel
sure.
with like.
I would love
goldfish?
to, dude. I mean, I still eat bagels.
Yeah, of
You know,
course.
I
You gotta.
I don't know. I'm trying to branch out this year. I've tried new foods this year.
I was
for
about
the
to
first time.
say.
Yeah, dude. I tried a
Yeah,
new
that's
food
exciting.
in Europe. So
Yeah.
sure, a few new food.
Just in Europe.
Yep.
You
Well,
want
that's
to get hot pot with us next Friday
where are you going?
to a place in Chinatown?
Puyi, hot pot. It's our,
Uh,
it's our
So
spot.
it's all you can eat.
Do they also do barbecue?
They don't,
No.
unfortunately.
You guys ever been to 99 Favorite Taste?
I've been there. I'm not a fan. Too
Really?
much, Yeah.
Ooh.
I've never had hot pot. I'd try hot pot.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it-
Well, you're more than welcome. Come.
Let's do it. What are you
Yeah,
doing
okay.
right now? You guys.
I'm down. I
can't-
I
go
told
tonight.
Liam we'd hang out with him.
I'm
but
not. Yeah.
I'm
This
not.
is post pod
We can
time.
bail on Liam and get hot pot.
I don't care. Yeah.
We're
He
cool.
can. He's also invited. I don't give a fuck.
No.
Okay. All right. Just the boys.
Yeah. Let's go get hot pot.
Okay. Sweet. Anything else on your perfect day?
Oh, right.
You said
I'm gonna watch Interstellar.
Oh yeah, put it
Yeah,
on.
of course.
Fall
Gotta put it on.
asleep.
That's a
fall asleep.
default. Yeah.
Yep,
You're crying
yep.
yourself to sleep.
That's right.
What scene would you be falling asleep to?
Well, it depends. Like I literally,
Oh,
when I
shit.
fall asleep, I can remember.
But like, ideally, what would you want?
the whole movie.
Oh,
I want to watch. I mean, I
shit.
love that movie.
So you want to fall asleep during the credits?
Yeah. There's no post-credit scene in that
Of
movie.
course not.
So
Interstellar 2. What are they gonna do? Two
you
black
know
holes.
what,
That's
dude?
insane.
Well, you joke about it.
They
They
could
do
do.
leave you. They leave it open.
Oh,
he's
yeah, they
still
do.
young at the end.
Yeah,
of
that's
it,
true.
You know, even though he's 112 years old.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. Spoiler.
This is like Lightyear. You ever seen Lightyear?
no, but I've seen Toy Story.
Lightyear.
Did you see Lightyear?
Of course, I saw Lightyear
Also,
in
a
theater.
little meta.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a movie within a movie.
Lightyear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because
Do they reference Toy Story at all?
Oh yeah, no.
Uh,
In the opening sequence, they say that the reason Andy was so obsessed with Buzz Lightyear is because of an animated movie he saw in theaters. This is that movie.
Yeah.
So this is the movie that Andy
Oh.
watched.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
the toy
yeah.
is based
That's a
off
good
of.
way of setting it up.
Yeah,
I like
right.
that. I appreciate that.
It's nice. Yeah, because then they can like have their creative freedoms. They
Yeah.
can do whatever they want. Yeah. It's not like a real thing. Yeah. I get it.
I love that.
Anyway,
Anyways,
Max, thanks so much for
thanks
doing
for
this.
thanks
This
for
is so
having
fun.
me on. Dude.
I learned a lot about you.
This was so much
And the
fun.
OA.
Thanks for being here.
I'm like
Thank-
convinced to watch it.
Dog, that's all I'm trying to do. That's
Yeah.
all I want in my comedy career is for people to watch,
Watch the OA.
dude.
Yes.
That's it.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
You should do an
Please.
hour about
Yeah.
the OA.
I'd need more time.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you let me know if you guys watch it. I really,
course.
really want to talk to somebody about
Okay.
this show.
Yeah, I'm down.
Hell yeah.
Just so you feel less lonely.
Thanks, man.
Friendship.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll do it for
Yeah.
friendship.
Worth it all.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Any thoughts, Fernando?
No, I got no thoughts.
Your
Sorry.
girlfriend's calling
Yeah,
you.
my girlfriend is calling me.
Answer the phone.
It's
I can. Hello.
in the
Put her on
his-
speaker.
Hello.
on the phone. It literally
Is it there?
says girlfriend.
I appreciate
I can't.
that.
I
Which
can't
is
see
hilarious.
you. Hello. Oh, there you are.
I can't see
Can't
you.
see you. Yeah. Put her on speaker.
Wait, what's up?
Nothing.
Hi Meredith.
Hello.
Guess who?
Artemis?
Yeah, and there's someone else here.
Lauren?
I mean, she's also
No,
here,
well,
but
we're still recording the podcast right now. You're on the pod.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm hanging up.
No. Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. She'll never know.
You'll never know.
I love it.
I gu-
And
I guess
neither
if
will
he
we
listens-
on season 3 of
Of
the
the OA. What a way to wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Will?
Catch you on the next one.
Yeah.